Hey guys, what's up? My name is the Silent Sheepdog and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about good camera presence. What is it and how do you develop it? I got a new lens. I'm always trying out new backgrounds, and I got a new lens to try to make it more vloggy, you know, like with the blurred background, and I'm slowly figuring it out. So my camera's on autofocus, so you might notice, I think it just did right there, that like sometimes the lighting and the focus will go in and out, but I'm still learning, so please excuse that. So I'm gonna give you my take on good camera presence. Good camera presence is basically just being able to talk to the camera and not constantly stuttering or always searching for words, and not being awkward. Not being awkward is the number one. Nothing makes me more uncomfortable than someone who's not comfortable with talking towards the camera. When you have a bad camera presence, actually, let me try to give a good example. Let me put my acting skills to use. Let me try to give you a good example of bad camera presence. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Hi, so, today we're going, we're going to talk about, some things that, like, I've been, like, thinking of wanting to do for, like, YouTube and, like, stuff. So, yeah. Insecurity in your camera presence will come through so much. You have to be comfortable with the camera. You have to like the camera. The camera's your friend. The camera is what's gonna make your video for you so you can put yourself out there. Don't be scared of it. Good camera presence is where you are just chilling, like, it's kind of hard to tell people how to develop good camera presence. I really think it just takes a lot of time and practice and, like, good habits, like looking at the lens, and, you know, if you look off to the side, just make sure you redirect your attention back to the lens eventually, because you're talking, it's just like talking to a friend. Like, that, I can't tell you how to really start, I guess, because I feel like I've always had good camera presence. Like, I've always known how to just talk to a camera. Probably because, like, I don't talk to people very well, but, like, the camera is just, like, the camera is the lack of social pressure. It's just a lens, and I can just be me. Like, all I have in front of me is my viewfinder and my lens. So it's like I just know what to say, or I know how to just chillax and be comfortable. But yeah, so bad camera presence overall is insecurity, stuttering, and just kind of like not really knowing how to present yourself to the camera. The best advice that I could give you, as someone who never really struggled with it before, is to just get comfortable. I would say maybe get comfortable with yourself first. Like, get comfortable with like how you look on camera. Get a nice spot in the viewfinder to where you like your hair and the lighting's okay and you feel presentable, because the more presentable that you feel on camera, the more comfortable that you're going to be. Because if you're not comfortable, you're either going to be like really withdrawn, or you're going to like fidget like a lot, like you're just always gonna fidget. And fidgeting is not bad, but it's bad when it's very obviously nervous, constant fidgeting, you know, like, so a little hair tuck, a little knuckle crack, a little adjustment every now and again, it's not bad. But there are natural adjustments that you do when, like, just kind of little ticks that you do, and then there's also, you know, like nervous adjustments, like chronic adjustments, and you want to avoid that. Now, if you're a YouTuber and you have a natural stutter, like something you can't help, like a full-blown stutter, that's fine. That's part of you. That's who you are. And honestly, that adds to your character. But if you're not a natural stutterer and you have a constant stutter in the sense of like you just never know what to say, that shows a lot of insecurity, and that comes off as bad camera presence because nobody wants to sit there and listen to someone that has like not a single thought organized. For that, I would definitely recommend, like I said, just practice, get on camera and constantly talk to the camera. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Like every thought that you have, just excuse me, just vocalize it. Like sit in the mirror and just be like, oh, I like my hair today. I should really go to the grocery store today. Yeah. I think I'm gonna get some rice, some gravy, some chicken. Yeah. Like when you articulate those thoughts, as stupid as it might be, like even if you just have the most random thoughts, just articulate them all the time. It'll help you with your speech, and it'll help you kind of get your words out like in more of a flow state, I suppose. And then so when you sit down in the camera, it's going to come out a lot easier because it's not going to feel like you have to present yourself. You're just going to feel natural. You're going to feel like you're just talking, and it'll come out more naturally like this. And as far as like not having your thoughts go everywhere, I'm a little bit of a hypocrite in this video because usually I make notes, but I didn't because I was like, I just want to sit down and talk about it. This is more like a little coffee talk. I almost poked myself in the eye. This is more like a little coffee talk than like a how-to video. But anyway, make notes. Make notes and have them. I have a tripod, so like, I mean, if you want to like tape them on a paper to your tripod, if you want to have them on your computer in the background, or what have you, even if you need to like, you know, pause, there's such a thing as post-production. You can just take your camera footage and, you know, edit it out later, but like step off the camera, go check your notes if they're off camera and just do it that way. But I do recommend having notes because that'll stop you from just wondering all the time, like, what do I say next? Like, I feel like a big thing, like if you're in high school, or if you've been in high school, if you've had to like give a what do you call it, if you've had to give a presentation, the word escaped me. If you've ever had to give a presentation and you didn't rehearse it once, like, you know how like you're constantly, like you would constantly look up at the board, like, in the 1920s, alcohol was, illegal, and, you know, like it's very unkempt. Like it's not a clean presentation. The cleaner you can get your presentation, either by like just going over the notes or at least having them in front of you to where you can reference them more easily and kind of have it like play back in your head a little bit first, it's going to help you so much more with your camera presence than if you just kind of jump on with no experience and kind of just want to talk, because then you're not really going to know what to talk about and you're uncomfortable. So it's going to come off really, you know. This tip that I have for you to get better with your camera presence is talk in front of people. So I always say, like, go take an acting class, and I will never not tell you to go take an acting class. But if you are not experienced with the stage and presenting in front of people that way, I really recommend that you take an acting class and have like a smaller group, because the more that you talk to those people, the more natural it's going to be. Because a lot of times, actually no, let me say it this way, all the time when you go to a theater class, if you are presenting a monologue or a scene and you have to, like, you know, maybe it's not in monologue fashion, but you're just kind of presenting it like a monologue because there's no one else to be your scene partner. If you're presenting to the audience, you never look directly at the audience. Like, you don't pinpoint eyes in the audience. You take a focused, like you get a focal point of your character, your secondary character, and you focus on that and you deliver to that character, and that is going to keep you from making eye contact, and it makes it a lot more believable because you're not drawing the audience into that conversation. You're staying disconnected, which keeps it a scene, if that makes sense. So I recommend, if you go to acting classes, that you remember how it feels and allow yourself to just kind of develop and get comfortable with being able to present a way or into a focal point, like the camera. Oh my god, it happened. My camera died on me. My main camera died, so now I'm using my backup camera, which is my slightly less, actually it's probably a lot worse quality because it's 6 years old. Oh, look at this lighting. Gross. So now I'm just going to have to hold this old camera while I finish my video. I'm just gonna end it here. I don't even remember what point I left off on because it was so jarring. Like, it just beep, gone. Alright. Okay then. But yeah, if you want to work on your camera presence, I recommend following these tips that I've given in the video. And yeah, really all it takes is just practice and getting comfortable with it. Camera presence is really not that hard to develop, in my opinion, and I am not a naturally charismatic person. Not in my own opinion of myself. Like, I'm a very shy person, and I always have been, even as a child. I've never had those people skills, but for some reason I could just always talk to a camera. And I've always had a natural camera presence, and a lot of the tips that I've given are mostly for vlogging. They're mostly like vlogging related, like being able to talk to a camera like this. Camera presence is honestly the same thing. Like, let's say you're on a talk show. Sorry, my arm's getting tired, each arm. But let's say you're on a talk show, and you're talking to the host, but like, you know a camera's on you, so it makes you nervous. Just know that the camera's there, but also just kind of like forget it. Like, I guess that's the best way I could put it. Like, just be aware that the camera's there, but you don't have to worry about it. Like, cause the cameraman's doing the camera. The cameraman is doing the filming for you. So you don't even have to worry about it. He's gonna try to get good shots of you. Like, he's a professional, don't worry about it. Just talk to your subject, which is the person you're talking with, and just let it be natural. If you're acting, like not a talk show, but a cinematic piece, if you're acting in character, just forget the camera's even there, because guess what? #1 rule on screen acting is don't look at the camera unless they do a specifically camera-oriented shot where it's like, you know, look at the camera, like, or like, you know, like on a TV show where it's like normal, where it's like The Office or something, or like Parks and Rec or something, where it's like, hey, how's it going? Oh, great. Oh, your mom died? Wow. But yeah, in most cases, as far as cinematic work, you're not going to have to even, sorry, it's my camera's backwards, so I keep forgetting left is right and right is left. In most cinematic work, you're not even gonna have to worry about the camera. The cameraman's gonna do his job, you worry about your job, and just act. Just give your best performance, focus on your scene partner, and stay in character. That's it. You don't even have to worry about the camera. So yeah, sorry about this weird change of quality, likely, and lighting, and pretty much everything. Sorry about that, this abrupt change. Panasonic decided to just be like, nope, I'm out. So, yeah, thank God I have my backup camera. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. My name is The Silent Sheepdog. You can like, comment, subscribe. You don't have to, but if you do, I would genuinely appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!